Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I wanted to do a Feels Personal reading. For those of you who are new, a Feels Personal reading is a reading, it's still a general reading, but the intention is that it feels like a personal reading for most of the people watching, for everybody watching. Okay, I set the intention that it applies to as many of my subscribers as possible. So if you're not subscribed, definitely make sure to subscribe, because that's how I set my intentions when I do readings. So it's going to be, we're going to look at a situation between you and another person. Okay, now that other person could be a romantic interest, could be a partner or an ex, could be a parent, could be a sibling, could be a manager, whoever it is that you're dealing with, that you're focused on, for better or for worse at this time, like in a one-on-one setting. Okay, I just finished recording the next 10 days readings for all the signs. All of those are posted. I will link them to the end of this video so you can check them out, along with other feels personal type readings. Mercury is in retrograde when I'm recording this. My Virgo moon is always takes a hit. My speech is just a mess, but bear with me. How's it been for you, this Mercury retrograde? It's Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde. It's just been, for me, it's been frustrating. And I can't talk. I can't get stuff done. Okay, things are slow or not moving. So have a vent in the comments. Let me know what you've been experiencing during this or any other Mercury retrograde. How does it usually impact you, if it does? All right, and remember to like, share, comment, and like I say, subscribe if you haven't. It allows me to pick up on your energy for future readings. And thank you to everyone who has already. All right, so we're going to look at you and them. What's going on here? What's the situation? There we go. So this is going to be how you view them currently. This is how they view you currently. Your feelings and emotions towards them, their feelings and emotions towards you, where things currently stand between the two of you, so what the common issue is, where you would like for things to go, where they would like for things to go, what would they like to see happen. This is external factors or unknown factors influencing the situation. This is next actions they'll take towards you or your advice, and this is the outcome that you can see in the near future. Okay, now if you've had private readings with me, you might recognize this as the compatibility spread. I'm just tweaking the spread because I feel like it allows us to see both sides of the story at the same time. Okay, all right, well, here we go. At the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Swords. So there's some sort of tension, there's some sort of conflict here, or there has been. There's tension in the air, there's hurt feelings, a little bit of anger, a little bit of resentment. It could be to do with someone's ego. It could be to do with someone moving recklessly. It could be to do with what someone said or did quite recklessly. Okay, so let's see. Let's go through the first round of cards and then I'll clarify. So how you see this person currently. We have the Moon. I feel like you're the one that got your feelings hurt. You're in your feelings with the Moon. Okay, you're like, I don't even understand what's going on. Why did they say that? Why did they did that? Why did they do that? I swear to God, bear with me. Okay, you're hurt. Your feelings are hurt. Okay, this could also be a situation where you just have a lot of emotion towards this person. If it's not hurt feelings, you have a lot of emotion towards this person. There's also an element of confusion. I don't know where I stand. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to do. How they view you, we have the King of Swords. So they view you very stern and stoic. You drew a line in the sand. Okay, you're not taking their BS. You're not taking their bad behavior. They're viewing you as, for some of you, they're viewing you as high and mighty, but I feel like that is their projecting. They are love of God. They're projecting onto you. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Your feelings towards them. Six of Swords. You're like, I can't be doing this. I can't be doing this. There's a repeating pattern here. There's a repeating cycle. This could be someone who has a drinking problem. This could be someone who has an addiction of some sort, or just someone who just does not want to grow up. They don't want to take accountability for themselves. They don't want to take accountability for the things they say or do. It's always someone else's fault. You're always hard on them. You're always, you never understand them. You're never on their side. Very immature behavior. And how you feel about them and the whole situation with the Six of Swords, you're like, I can't be doing this. I don't even care why you said or did that. I can't help you. I can't keep giving to this because it hurts me. Yikes. With all the blue in the card so far, it's something to do with something that was said and acted upon rashly, and it just messed things up. But like I say, it's not the first time this person did this. How they feel about you. We have the Knight of Wands. You see the difference here? You see the difference? You turning your back and detaching or leaving are the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is not an easy departure. The Six of Swords follows the Five of Swords, where we feel completely defeated and completely heartbroken that we can't get along with someone, that we can't fix a situation, that we can't make it better, and we fight and we fight and we fight, and we're never going to come to an outcome. We leave with a heavy heart. It's not an easy decision. This person looks at you like you're playing games, like you're all proud, like you want them to chase you, like you want them to do more. This is a very immature individual. I don't know who you're dealing with. But they view you as all high and mighty, holier than thou. You're playing games with them. You're not really going anywhere. You're coming back. You're playing games. You want them to chase you. You want them to grovel. And your heart is completely broken that you even have to leave this. Do you know what I mean? Isn't that sad? But I feel like you've tried to explain to this person till you were blue in the face that they're projecting things on you, and they just don't get it. They just don't get it. You've tried to explain yourself to them over and over again. I'm not asking because I'm nosy. I'm asking because I want to understand, right? I'm not being hard on you. I'm just trying to teach you what the rules are so you don't get in trouble, right? I'm not punishing you. It's tough love. I don't like doing this. But you're hitting a wall with this person. The more you try to talk to them, the more you try to explain, the more you try to help them and clarify things, the more they view it as you're playing games. You're doing something here, right? Where things currently stand, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So either this is going to turn into a missed opportunity because you can't get on the same page as this person, or this is the history you have, and this person might be coming to you now with this Ace of Pentacles. An offer is extended, whether it's from you or them, we'll clarify. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, there's an offer extended. Someone's looking to start over, more stable. I feel like someone might be telling you they've grown up, they've changed, they want to do better. They're also bringing you something, bringing you a gift. Or if this is someone, if this is a child, for example, and you're always bailing them out, or you're always, loaning them, lending them money and stuff like that, they might be coming to you with money to say, I want to pay off my debt to you. I want to show you that I appreciate everything you've done for me. I can't pay it off completely, but this is the first installment, right? So whoever this is, they're trying to make an effort to show you that they've changed. Now, where you would like things to go between the two of you here. You have the Ten of Wands. You're like, I don't even know if this can be salvaged at this point. I don't know. I'm exhausted. I don't think I want to pursue this. So the Ace of Pentacles could be a case of too little, too late, unfortunately. Because you're just drained. Mentally, emotionally, physically. This has affected your health. Okay, mind, body, soul. Because you were in there. You were fighting the fight. You tried. You really did. But they didn't see it at the time. They thought you were playing games. So for you, it's like it took me a very long time to be done, to feel like I'm done, But once I feel like I'm done, I'm genuinely done. I could want to give you something and I just don't have it. I could want to work with you, I just can't. I just can't. Where they would like for things to go between the two of you. Three of Pentacles. Now they want to build, and I'm not making fun of this person or the situation. It's sad, it's heartbreaking is what it is. That it took them this long to grow up and to realize what they had with you or in you. Okay? As their friend, as their parent, as their partner, as their support system. This is someone who had a chip on their shoulder and they took it out on you. They took everything out on you. They blamed you for everything because you were there and you were caring. And you tried. And when you're done, now they want to build. If you've already left and this is a situation where you haven't seen or spoken to each other in a while, okay, and now they're coming back around, they're hoping you can build together. They're hoping you can come together. They're hoping, and they might have grown up. They're showing up as Pentacles energy, or that's their intentions, right? We'll clarify as we go. But the bottom line is that doesn't change the history that you know. That doesn't change everything they've done before and how it has affected you. Unknown factors influencing the situation, or what you need to know. We have the Hierophant. So for some of you, this is someone who has had some sort of an epiphany. They've learned something, whether it's a karmic lesson, or they found religion, or they have found faith somehow, or a higher level of education, right? Spiritual education, or they just grew up, right? They could also have been in rehab for some of you. Okay, so that's what you don't know that's influencing this. And now they're genuinely looking to make amends. For those of you, this is someone who now has commitment on the mind. They view you as their long-term partner. They view you as their long-term potential. Or they view you as the person they want to give this contract to. Their next actions towards you, Queen of Cups. They want to nurture this. They will give to you. They will give you everything they have. If you ask for it, they'll do it. This is someone who has no boundaries anymore. They just, whatever you want, they'll do it. It's a bit overkill. They're gonna pour their heart out to you. And if it's not that kind of a context, this is someone who will level with you. You'll see some level of like relating to you as a person, not just the manager or the director or their official position, right? As a person, they'll level with you. They might even share some sort of personal story. And what you can see in the outcome in the near future, well, the Three of Wands, I feel like you're going to say no. Because it has been no for quite some time. Your back is already turned to this, okay? Ten of Wands here as well. Your back is turned to this Ace of Pentacles. Because too much has gone on. Too much was said, too much was done. Or what was said and done was too painful. So what you're going to do is turn your back. There's no anger. There's no bitterness. I feel like there has been some separation here, some time apart, where you have healed. You've worked on healing. You had to release yourself from this, and you focused on healing with the number 6 here. So by the time this person figured it out and they came to find you, you're already over this. You're already done. There's no attachment to it. There's no desire left. There's no intention to work with this, to give to this, to collaborate, to see eye to eye, to come together. It's just not in your energy anymore. So I feel like you're going to say, I wish you well, but no. What's that saying? I want you to eat well, just not at my table. For some of you, could literally be saying that. I want you to have a happy life. It won't be with me. I won't be in it. I appreciate the honesty, but no thank you. I've already taken up another job. I've already put my feelers out. This is no longer something that I want. I no longer want to be associated with this. I no longer want to work with you or this company, or I no longer want to be a part of this environment. For some of you, it's like I no longer want to be a part of this family. I'm sorry. You guys are just another level. This could be a sibling and the parents have stepped in. You know, like, listen, I respect you guys and all, but no. I don't like what this does to me. I don't want to do that. I'm already done with it. I'm not going back to it. It broke my heart to walk away. It broke my heart to have to recover from this and heal from this and rebuild from this. I'm not about to go back into it. And again, there's no hard feelings anymore, because you gave yourself closure. You gave yourself answers you didn't have. You gave yourself closure you didn't have. You reassured yourself that, you know what, you are a good person. None of this is your fault. You tried. You didn't have that confirmation from them. You didn't have that recognition from them. You gave it to yourself. You're like, I know what I did. I know my intentions. It's fine that they don't see it. I'll have to make my peace with that. Now, it could be the Mercury retrograde energy that brings this person back. But I feel like I can't even say that it's for closure, because you gave yourself closure a while ago. Okay? So let's get another row out on these cards and see what's going on. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Something very, you were emotionally invested, financially invested, emotionally invested, mentally invested. You gave this everything you had. This person, whatever their capacity is in your life here. They took advantage, took you for granted, did not value you, overlooked you constantly, took everything out on you, blamed you for everything, projected onto you their own issues or shortcomings. And you hung in there. You hung in there. You gave, you sacrificed, you tried. The more you tried, the more they thought you were playing games. Because that's what they would do, right? That's what they were doing. So they thought you're doing the same thing. See what I mean? You try to teach this person, to explain to this person, to help them. They saw you as, oh, you're just a know-it-all and you want to prove to me that you're smarter than me, you're better than me. It's unfortunate, and it's their own trauma that you have no control over. No matter what you would have said and done, or there was nothing you could have said or done to open this person's eyes to what you were really trying to do. They were driven by their trauma. That's the only thing they saw. And they didn't even realize that that's what was happening. To them, they were convinced that's what's happening. I feel like this is definitely a soulmate bond here, a soulmate relationship, whatever type of relationship it is, where karmic lessons have been learned. By both of you. By both of you. I don't want to take it away from this person. Unfortunately, it's too little too late. And on top of that, soulmates come into our lives to trigger us. We trigger each other so that we can then each go into our own little corners and hopefully do our work and learn our lessons. No one said anything about you have to stay together or you have to stay in each other's lives forever. That's not the purpose of that type of relationship. Do you know what I mean? So, how you view them here with the Moon, the Eight of Pentacles. How they view you with the King of Swords, the Five of Swords. Your feelings towards them and the situation, the Nine of Wands. Their feelings towards you with the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Where things stand with the Ace of Pentacles, Justice. Yeah, they want to make amends. where you would like for things to go with the Ten of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, I'm good on my own. Where they would like for things to go, Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups, bring back the good old times and build from there. External factors here with the Hierophant, the King of Wands. Queen of Cups in their next actions, Five of Cups, well yeah. Three of Wands, the Hangman, Queen of Swords. Oh my God, I swear to God. And then the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands. Someone is rushing in to repair a family relationship, to repair a relationship, to repair something that was once solid. You were in there. You did the work. You tried every which way. You tried. You really tried. You gave this everything you had. And you were met with confusion. I don't understand what they don't understand. I don't understand why they're not seeing my hard work. I don't understand why they're not seeing what I'm trying to do with them or for them. Okay? And it just kept going. And you just kept going, kept going. Oh, that didn't work, let me try that. Oh, that didn't work, let me try that. That didn't work, let me try that. Same outcome, over and over and over again. How they view you. It's just, they view you as, again, holier than thou, playing games. You're bigger than everyone. You're better than everyone, right? That's what they thought of you. That's what they thought you thought of yourself. It's a lot of projection going on here. But you see the difference? You were desperate to make something work. You were desperate to make something work. Tried everything. And they viewed it as, you're proving a point. You're playing games. Trying to prove to me that you're better than everyone. Like I said, it was with a very heavy heart. Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, that you walked away from this. And I feel like the breaking point was, for some of you, it was affecting your physical health. You couldn't sleep. You were tired all the time. You might have actually been more frailer than you've ever been, if that's a word. Okay? You fought with all your friends, all your family, you fought with everyone around you because you defended this person. Or you defended what they were doing. You explained it, tried to explain it to everyone, tried to tell everyone they're not a bad person, they're just going through something. They're not a bad person, they're just... And in the end, you had to leave. You had to save yourself. That's what it comes down to. This is heavy, man. And their feelings, again, they see you as, you control them. You try to control them. You try to control them with your money. You try to control them with your status. You try to control them. You try to one up them. You were playing games. You wanted them to chase you. I hear you wanted them to kiss your behind. That's what they think. That's what they thought at the time that you were doing. Okay? Because they were intimidated. That's not your fault, you know what I mean? But isn't that how it goes? There has been distance, time apart, and they are trying to make amends. I'm not seeing any shadiness. I'm not seeing any... That's the sad part, right? They got it. It's just way too late. Because they're genuinely trying to make amends. Balance the scales. Do the right thing this time. Now. And they're saying with that Ace of Pentacles, I don't have much, but what I have, you can have. Because like I say, they've also gone through some sort of a rebuild themselves. Okay? Whether they went to rehab, or they found God, or they found faith, or religion, or spirituality, or a mentor, or they invested time in themselves. They sat with a therapist. Okay? Like I say, where you want for things to go, you're like, I'm okay on my own. I'm genuinely okay on my own. I cleared my energy of this. I closed the door to the past. When I left, I left. When I left and shut that door behind me, I locked that door and bricked it up, right? And there's no anger and there's no resentment. I accepted that this was a dead end. I accepted that it was never going to go anywhere beyond that point. I have done everything I could possibly do. Because for some of you, it got to that point, you know, where you don't feel at ease or at peace with leaving something until you feel like you've absolutely tried everything. You did that. Still didn't work. You were still getting the same result. So you're saying, I don't want a future for this. I don't want, in terms of where you would like for things to go between the two of you, are like, no, I'm okay on my own. I don't want this in my life now. I don't want this in my life again. I'm sorry, but I don't care that you're better or you've changed or you've learned, or I'm happy for you. I don't want you in my life. I don't want this in my life. Where they would like for things to go, bring back the happy days, bring back the good old days, and build from there. That's their hope, that's their plan. External factors with the Hierophant. I feel like this is someone who now wants to get married. This is someone who now wants to have a family. This is now someone who wants to give you that position, put you in charge of that thing, wants to recognize your worth. Or again, this is a teacher, a mentor, a therapist, even elders in their life that have helped them grow up. They're now the King of Wands. They were the Knight of Wands. They're now the King of Wands. And that's what is influencing this. In terms of next actions, I feel like, again, they're very remorseful and regretful. And like I say, they'll try to offer you everything they can. They have been humbled. That was part of their lessons. Part of your lessons was to learn boundaries and to learn self-sacrifice, as in, why do you self-sacrifice? How far do you go? The difference between compromise and sacrifice. Okay, boundaries, self-respect, self-worth, self-love. That was your lessons. Their lessons they're reaping karma now, but they had to grow up. They've been taught humility. They were kind of brought back down to earth a little bit. And they're learning the value of things. But like I say, the lessons have been learned on your side and theirs. And if you have already cleared your energy of this, why would you go back? And I don't see you even considering going back. To you, it's very clear what happened. To you, it's very clear everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. This is everything I've learned. This is how I've grown from this. I've, gained my independence. I've learned how to love myself, how to appreciate myself, right? I've overcome codependency. I've overcome self-sacrificing beliefs. I'm perfectly content on my own. Or focused on these are the things that I'm focused, without this person or this situation, right? Doesn't mean you're on your own, actually, right? Now this person might cry. It's, again, I'm not trying to make fun of anything or anyone, because this is painful. It hurts when you really get it. It hurts when you can actually put yourself in the shoes of the person that you hurt. They had to learn empathy. They had to learn compassion. But again, I feel like for some of you, if this is them reaching out over the phone, online, in a letter for some of you, I feel like you're not going to engage with the Hangman, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Because you're saying to yourself, that will send the right message. I don't want to start a conversation because I don't want them to think I'm open to this. I'm sparing everyone's feelings by sending that message. You might block them. That'll also send a message. Because you're saying, I don't even want to open up the lines of communication because they'll think I'm entertaining this. They'll think there's a chance. And I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste their time. I'm just done with this. I want it to be done. And I want them to know that it's done. It's not a conversation. It's not a negotiation. It's just nothing. So for some of you, you're not engaging. You're blocking this person. And again, there's no anger. There's no bitterness. There's no resentment. There's just acceptance. There's nothing here. There is nothing here. So you're like seeing the bigger picture with the Hangman, and you're saying, what's the fastest, what's the action I can take that's going to speak the loudest and the clearest, right? What's the message I can send that's going to be the clearest possible message that this is a no? And for some of you, that will mean blocking, just not engaging at all. For some of you, you will send a message that will be very unemotional, not mean, okay? Mean is an emotion, it comes from anger. Unemotional just means, I appreciate this, no thank you. Not even I appreciate this, just saying, I've moved on. That's it. I'm not turning back, I've moved on. There's no future for this. This isn't happening, okay? Whatever the message is. Because there's nothing more that you can say to this person, okay? When they feel like this, they get it. They get it. You don't have to tell them what they did. They fully know. You don't have to tell them how they made you feel. They feel that now. They feel it themselves. So it's like there's nothing left to say. You're not going to kick them when they're down. You wouldn't do that because it's not your character. And that's not the point. And again, it's like you've released this already. 3 of Wands, the Hangman. You wouldn't even get satisfaction from kicking them when they're down. You wouldn't get anything out of engaging with them in any way. The lessons were learned. You went your separate ways. And you're going your separate ways. Okay? You're staying. You're in your lane. They're in their lane. Okay? And I feel like that's the right course of action with the Justice card and the Queen of Swords in your reading. And if this is your story, you know that it's the right course of action because there's no attachment here. You have clarity, you have peace in your mind and in your heart. You've already moved on. You could be dealing with someone else, dating someone else, interested in someone else, in a different job, set your sights on a different location. You're living life, you're focused on other things, bigger, better. You're looking to your new world. The old has nothing to offer you, and it's just, it is what it is. It's fact, right? You're not making yourself turn away. You're not, it's just, there's nothing. So that is some kind of reading. I'm gonna leave it there. You tell me if this is your reading and if you feel comfortable sharing. I can share with you that it makes perfect sense to me, and I fully expect this to come up. It hasn't happened yet, but I fully expect it to, and I guess this is another confirmation. And I feel like all of us will be dealing with this kind of stuff in one way or another, in one area of life or another, because that's kind of how it goes, isn't it? Okay, and that's kind of what you see during retrogrades, especially with Mercury. But yeah, the bottom line is you're looking to the new. There's no resentment, there's no ill will. You have peace in your mind and peace in your heart. You are completely at ease, comfortable, and happy. You're a whole person now. Whatever you had to learn, you've learned. Whatever you had to heal, you've healed as a result of this. It's not like you're thankful everything happened the way it did, but you can see the pattern behind it. You can see that it was divinely guided. Okay? That it wasn't us just getting hurt for the sake of getting hurt. There was a purpose behind it. And now when we're on the other side of it, and we've learned the lessons and we've healed and we've grown and we're this new person, we can be content and happy that that's how things happen. We understand that that's how they had to happen for us to even be here. Because otherwise we wouldn't be here. We have to be, unfortunately, completely broken for us to actually redesign and rebuild a new version of ourselves. Otherwise, if it's just a crack here and there, we just rebuild over that. You know what I mean? We just patch it up and keep going down that path. But when we are completely broken, there's just pieces everywhere, that's when we just have to figure out a new way to put those pieces together and we create a new structure. All right, so I will leave it here because I need to go lie down. This has been intense, but yeah, I hope it helps. Okay, if it's your story, I hope it helps. I hope it gives you peace, clarity, confirmation, whatever you need. Okay, so I'll leave it here, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know down below. Okay, I'm really looking forward to your comments. And if you don't feel like sharing, or you don't feel comfortable or whatever, just say it makes sense to me and I'll understand. Okay, but or just tell me if it helps. So that's all you have to say. That's because that's what I'm hopeful of, that will help. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Again, I hope this helps and it gives you whatever it is that you need it to give you. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.